Hello everyone, welcome back to EchoMind English. I'm Jessica, your host for today. If you are new here, I want to let you know that we upload a new English learning video every single day to help you improve your English faster and more confidently. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive amazing upcoming lessons. Today we are going to practice real English conversations that you can use every day. These conversations are simple, but they are the foundation of fluency. When you practice them again and again, they will become natural for you. You will not need to translate in your head. You will just speak English naturally and confidently. Think of learning English like building a muscle. Every time you practice, your English becomes stronger. Every sentence you repeat is like lifting a weight in the gym. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to speak. This lesson is your English gym. So listen closely, repeat after me, and let's build your fluency step by step. We will start with one of the most important skills, greeting someone. A greeting is often the first step in any conversation. It opens the door to connection. If you can greet people naturally, you can start conversations more easily. Imagine you meet a friend or a colleague. A simple greeting can sound like this. Hi, how are you? Repeat it slowly. Hi, how are you? Another version is, Hello, it's nice to see you again. Say it with me. Hello, it's nice to see you again. These are short, but they are very powerful. They show that you are friendly and open. Notice the rhythm. English has a natural music. When you connect the words smoothly, you sound more fluent. Now, let's try some advanced greetings. Instead of only "How are you?" you can say, "How have you been?" or "How's everything going with you?" These sentences are friendly and natural. They make your English sound more fluent. Repeat them with me now. How have you been? How's everything going with you? After a greeting, the conversation should continue. If someone says, "I'm doing well, thank you," you can answer like this. "That's great to hear. What have you been up to lately?" This reply shows interest. It invites the other person to share more. Practice with me. "That's great to hear. What have you been up to lately?" Let's put this into a short dialogue. I will say both parts, and you can repeat after me. Hi, how are you? "I'm doing well, thank you." "That's great to hear. What have you been up to lately?" Say it again slowly. Listen to how the voice rises and falls. This intonation makes you sound natural. Daily conversations are like small bridges. Each bridge helps you connect with another person. The more you practice crossing these bridges, the easier it becomes. Fluency is not only about grammar. It is about connection, rhythm, and confidence. Let's practice a longer greeting. Imagine you meet someone after a few weeks. You could say, "Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?" The other person might reply, "I've been busy with work, but I'm doing fine. How about you?" And you can answer, "I've been good too, just trying to keep up with everything. Do you want to grab a coffee sometime this week?" Repeat this whole conversation slowly with me. Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? I've been busy with work, but I'm doing fine. How about you? I've been good too. Just trying to keep up with everything. Do you want to grab a coffee sometime this week? Notice how natural it feels when you add a friendly suggestion like meeting for coffee. This makes the conversation complete. It shows that you are comfortable moving from small talk to making plans. Now let's practice introductions. Meeting someone new is very common, and introductions create the first impression. You can keep it simple. Hi, my name is Julia. Nice to meet you. Repeat after me. Hi, my name is Julia. Nice to meet you. Or you can make it more advanced. Hi, I'm Julia. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name? Say it slowly. Hi, I'm Julia. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name? When the other person tells you their name, you can respond with interest. For example, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you, Alex. Where are you from? This shows curiosity and keeps the conversation flowing. Let's practice the whole dialogue. Hi, I'm Julia. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name? I'm Alex. Nice to meet you, Alex. Where are you from? Repeat it again slowly. Feel how the words connect. Fluency means practicing these short but important exchanges until they feel automatic. At first, you may need to think about every word, but with practice, your brain will process the sentences like music. You will not need to translate anymore. Now let's move to another daily conversation. Talking about your day. This is one of the most common topics, and it is also very powerful. When you talk about your day, you practice verbs, time expressions, and feelings. If someone asks you, "How was your day?" a very basic answer is, "It was good," but to sound fluent, add details. "It was good, thank you. I went to work in the morning, had a busy afternoon with meetings, and then relaxed at home in the evening." Repeat this sentence with me. It was good. Thank you. I went to work in the morning, had a busy afternoon with meetings, and then relaxed at home in the evening. Do it again slowly. Notice the order. Morning, afternoon, evening. This makes your answer clear and natural. When you share details, you help the other person connect with you, and you can keep the conversation alive by asking back. How about you? How was your day? Let's try a dialogue. Hi, how was your day? It was good, thank you. I had a lot of work in the morning, but I enjoyed some free time in the evening. How about you? My day was busy too, but I managed to go for a walk after dinner. Repeat it slowly. Notice how each answer includes a little detail. That detail makes the conversation richer. Another way to talk about your day is to share feelings. For example, my day was tiring, but I feel proud because I finished everything I planned. Or, my day was exciting. I met a new colleague and learned something interesting. Say these sentences with me. My day was tiring, but I feel proud because I finished everything I planned. My day was exciting. I met a new colleague and learned something interesting. Adding feelings gives color to your English. It makes you sound expressive. Now let's do a practice exercise. I will say an activity and you add a feeling. For example, I say, I cooked dinner. You expand, I cooked dinner and it was relaxing because I tried a new recipe. Another one, I say, I went shopping. You expand, I went shopping and it was fun because I found a great discount. This exercise trains your brain to add details automatically. The more details you give, the more fluent you sound. In the next part, we will move into another daily situation that almost everyone experiences: ordering food or drinks. This is an essential conversation for travel, study, or daily life. Ordering food and drinks is one of the most common daily conversations in English. You may use it when traveling, when studying abroad, or even when living in an English-speaking country. So, let's practice it step by step. The basic sentence is, I'd like a coffee, please. Repeat it with me. I'd like a coffee, please. Now, let's make it sound more advanced and polite. Could I please have a medium latte with no sugar? Say it slowly with me. Could I please have a medium latte with no sugar? This version is longer, but it sounds smooth and natural. Native speakers often use this kind of sentence when ordering in a cafe or restaurant. Let's create a short dialogue in a cafe. Good morning. What can I get for you? Good morning. Could I please have a medium latte with no sugar? Of course. Anything else? Yes. I'd also like a blueberry muffin, please. Sure. That will be $5. Here you go. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Listen to the rhythm. Feel how polite it sounds when you use please and thank you. These small words make a big difference. You can also practice variations. Instead of coffee, you can order tea, juice, or food. For example, could I have a green tea with honey, please? Or, I'd like a chicken sandwich with extra lettuce, please. The structure stays the same, only the item changes. Let's repeat. Could I have a green tea with honey, please? I'd like a chicken sandwich with extra lettuce, please. Now, let's move to another daily situation. Asking for directions. This is very important, especially when you travel. It is not only useful, but it also gives you confidence when exploring new places. The basic sentence is, excuse me, could you tell me where the bus station is? Say it slowly. Excuse me, could you tell me where the bus station is? Another version is, excuse me, I'm looking for the nearest train station. Could you help me? Repeat it. Excuse me, I'm looking for the nearest train station. Could you help me? Notice the polite phrases excuse me and could you. These words show respect and make your English sound friendly. Now, let's practice a short dialogue. Excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest supermarket is? Yes, it's just down this street. Walk 2 blocks and you'll see it on your left. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Repeat this whole conversation slowly. Imagine yourself in the street, asking for help. Here's a practice exercise. I will give you a place and you make the question. If I say library, you can ask, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the library is?" If I say bank, you can ask, "Excuse me, I'm looking for the nearest bank. Could you help me?" Try this exercise with other places: park, hospital, post office. The structure is the same, only the location changes. Now, let's move to small talk. Small talk may seem simple, but it is very important. It helps you start conversations and connect with people. One of the easiest small talk topics is the weather. For example, you can say, "It's such a beautiful day today, isn't it?" Say it with me. "It's such a beautiful day today, isn't it?" Another version, "It looks like it might rain later." Repeat it. "It looks like it might rain later." Notice the rising intonation at the end. This makes your voice sound friendly. Let's build a short dialogue. "Good morning. It's such a beautiful day today, isn't it?" "Yes, it really is. The sun is shining and it feels so warm. I hope it stays this nice for the weekend." "Me too. I'm planning to go hiking." Repeat this conversation slowly. See how small talk can lead to bigger topics, like weekend plans. Another small talk topic is work or study. You can ask, "How's work going these days?" Or, "How are your classes this semester?" Say them slowly. "How's work going these days?" "How are your classes this semester?" Here's a short dialogue. "Hi, how's work going these days?" "It's been a bit busy, but I'm managing. How about you?" "My work has been busy too, but I've learned some interesting things recently." That sounds great. It's always nice when work feels rewarding. Repeat it slowly. This is exactly the kind of conversation you can have with colleagues or friends. Now, let's practice hobbies and free time. Hobbies are easy and fun to talk about. They also make conversations more personal. You can ask, "What do you usually do on weekends?" Or, "Do you have any hobbies?" Repeat with me. What do you usually do on weekends? Do you have any hobbies? Now a short dialogue. So, what do you usually do on weekends? I usually spend time with my family and sometimes go out with friends. How about you? I like to read books and watch movies when I have free time. That sounds relaxing. Do you have a favorite type of movie? Yes, I really enjoy comedies. Repeat this whole conversation slowly. Notice how it starts simple and grows into something more interesting. Let's do a practice exercise. I'll give you a topic and you create a small talk question. If the topic is travel, you can ask, "Have you traveled anywhere recently?" If the topic is food, you can ask, "What's your favorite restaurant around here?" If the topic is weekend, you can ask, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?" This exercise helps you create your own questions. And remember, small talk often leads to deeper conversations. For example, if someone says they enjoy traveling, you can ask, "Where was the last place you visited?" Or, "What country would you like to visit next?" This way, you move from short sentences to full conversations. Here's an example. "Do you enjoy traveling?" "Yes, I love it." I recently visited Spain. That's amazing. Where in Spain did you go? I went to Barcelona. The city was beautiful and the food was delicious. I'd love to visit Barcelona someday. What was your favorite part of the trip? Repeat this dialogue slowly. See how it started with small talk but turned into a longer and more meaningful conversation. Small talk is powerful. It makes you sound fluent, friendly, and confident. It is the glue that connects conversations. In the next part, we will practice shopping conversations and going to restaurants. These are very common daily situations, and they will help you feel confident in real life. Shopping is something we all do often. Whether it's at a supermarket, a clothing store, or even online, knowing the right phrases in English will help you feel confident. Let's start with the most basic question. How much does this cost? Say it slowly. How much does this cost? Now, let's make it more polite. Excuse me, could you tell me how much this costs? Repeat after me. Excuse me, could you tell me how much this costs? Polite language makes a big difference, especially when speaking to strangers. Let's create a short shopping dialogue. Excuse me, how much does this shirt cost? It's $20. Do you have it in a medium size? Yes, we do. Would you like to try it on? Yes, please. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Repeat the whole dialogue slowly. Imagine yourself in a store, practicing these sentences. You can also ask about different colors or styles. For example, do you have this in another color? Or, could you please show me a pair of black shoes in size 9? Say these slowly. Do you have this in another color? Could you please show me a pair of black shoes in size 9? These sentences are very practical. You can use them whenever you shop for clothes or shoes. Now let's move to another daily situation. Going to a restaurant. Dining out is common, and it's a perfect time to practice polite and fluent English. When you arrive at a restaurant, the server may ask, "Do you have a reservation?" If you don't, you can answer, "No, I don't. Could we get a table for 2, please?" Say it with me. No, I don't. Could we get a table for 2, please? If you do have a reservation, you can say, "Yes, I have a reservation under Julia." Repeat. Yes, I have a reservation under Julia. Notice how polite it sounds when you use could we instead of we want. Once you sit down, the server may ask, "Can I get you something to drink?" A simple answer is, "Yes, I'd like some water, please." Or a more advanced version, "Could I have a glass of sparkling water with lemon, please?" Repeat them with me. Yes, I'd like some water, please. Could I have a glass of sparkling water with lemon, please? Now imagine the server asks, "Are you ready to order?" You can answer, "Yes, I'd like the grilled chicken with vegetables, please." Or, if you need more time, "Not yet. Could we have a few more minutes?" Practice these. "Yes, I'd like the grilled chicken with vegetables, please." Not yet. Could we have a few more minutes? Let's create a full restaurant dialogue. Good evening. Do you have a reservation? No, we don't. Could we get a table for two, please? Of course. This way, please. Here are your menus. Can I get you something to drink? Yes. Could I have a glass of sparkling water with lemon, please? Sure. And for you? I'll just have a cup of tea. Thank you. Great. Are you ready to order? Yes. I'd like the grilled chicken with vegetables, please. And I'll have the pasta with tomato sauce. Perfect. Your order will be ready shortly. Repeat this dialogue slowly, one line at a time. This is exactly how a real restaurant conversation happens. Now let's practice with an exercise. I'll give you a food item and you make a full sentence. If I say fish, you can say, I'd like the grilled fish with rice, please. If I say salad, you can say, could I have a large salad with chicken, please? Try the same with soup, pizza, or dessert. Now let's move to another daily situation. Visiting the doctor. Talking about health is very important. You need the right words to explain yourself clearly. At the reception desk, you may hear, do you have an appointment? You can answer, yes, I have an appointment at 10 with Dr. Smith. Or, no, I don't. Can I make an appointment, please? Say these slowly. Yes, I have an appointment at 10 with Dr. Smith. No, I don't. Can I make an appointment, please? When you meet the doctor, they may ask, what seems to be the problem? You can answer, I've been having a headache for the past few days. Or, I'm feeling very tired and I don't know why. Repeat with me. I've been having a headache for the past few days. I'm feeling very tired and I don't know why. Let's make a short doctor's office dialogue. Good morning. Do you have an appointment? Yes, I have an appointment at 10 with Dr. Smith. Please take a seat. The doctor will see you soon. Good morning. What seems to be the problem? I've been having a headache for the past few days. I see. Do you have any other symptoms? Yes. I also feel tired most of the time. All right. I'll run some tests to check what's happening. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Imagine yourself in the doctor's office. Now let's practice a short exercise. I will give you a health problem and you make a full sentence. If I say stomach pain, you can say, I've been having stomach pain since yesterday. If I say cough, you can say, I've had a cough for a week. If I say sore throat, you can say, I'm having a sore throat and it hurts when I swallow. These sentences are useful and practical. They will help you explain your situation clearly. Now let's move to another daily situation. Going to the bank. Many learners find this difficult, but with the right phrases, it's simple. For example, you can say, I'd like to open a bank account. Or, could I withdraw $100, please? Say them slowly. I'd like to open a bank account. Could I withdraw $100, please? Let's practice a short bank dialogue. Good morning. How can I help you? Good morning. I'd like to open a bank account. Of course. Do you have your identification with you? Yes. Here it is. Thank you. Please fill out this form and I'll set up your account. Repeat it slowly. This is exactly what you might hear in a bank. If you want to sound more advanced, you can add details. Instead of only saying, "I'd like to open a bank account," you can say, "I'd like to open a savings account, please. Could you explain the requirements?" This makes your English sound more fluent and polite. In the next part, we will move into traveling and transportation. These conversations are very practical and will help you in real life when you take buses, trains, or taxis. Traveling and using transportation is another daily situation where you need English. Whether you are taking a bus, a train, or a taxi, knowing the right phrases will make your journey easier and more comfortable. Let's begin with buses. At a bus station, you may want to ask, "Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center?" Say it with me. Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center? Another useful question is, could you tell me what time the next bus leaves? Repeat it slowly. Could you tell me what time the next bus leaves? Now let's build a short bus station dialogue. Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center? Yes, it does. The bus leaves in 10 minutes. Great, thank you very much. You're welcome. Repeat the whole dialogue slowly. This is exactly what you might say in real life. At a train station, you need slightly different sentences. For example, "Excuse me, where can I buy a ticket for the train to London?" Or, "Could you tell me which platform the train to Manchester leaves from?" Practice with me. Excuse me, where can I buy a ticket for the train to London? Could you tell me which platform the train to Manchester leaves from? Now let's practice a train station dialogue. Excuse me, where can I buy a ticket for the train to London? You can buy it at the ticket counter over there. Thank you. Could you also tell me which platform the train to London leaves from? Yes, it leaves from platform 4. Perfect. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Imagine yourself standing in a busy train station. Now let's practice taxis. When you enter a taxi, the driver may ask, "Where would you like to go?" You can answer, "I'd like to go to the airport, please." Or, "Could you take me to the nearest hotel, please?" Say these slowly. "I'd like to go to the airport, please." "Could you take me to the nearest hotel, please?" Here's a short taxi dialogue. Good evening. Where would you like to go? Good evening. I'd like to go to the airport, please. Sure. Do you prefer the fastest route or the cheapest route? The fastest route, please. My flight is in 2 hours. All right. We'll get there in about 30 minutes. Thank you very much. Repeat this conversation slowly. Adding details like "my flight is in 2 hours" makes your English sound natural and clear. Now let's move to another useful area. Making plans with friends. This is something we all do, and it's a very good way to practice polite invitations and responses. A simple invitation is, "Do you want to grab a coffee sometime?" Say it slowly. Do you want to grab a coffee sometime? A more formal version is, "Would you like to go out for dinner tomorrow?" Repeat it. Would you like to go out for dinner tomorrow? Now let's practice a short dialogue. Hey, do you want to grab a coffee sometime? Sure, that sounds nice. When are you free? How about Saturday afternoon? Saturday works for me. Let's meet at the cafe near the park. Perfect. See you then. Repeat this whole dialogue slowly. This is exactly how people make casual plans. Sometimes you may need to refuse politely. If someone asks, "Would you like to go out for dinner tomorrow?" You could answer, "I'd love to, but I already have plans. Could we do it another day?" Say it with me. I'd love to, but I already have plans. Could we do it another day? Let's make a full dialogue. Would you like to go out for dinner tomorrow? I'd love to, but I already have plans. Could we do it another day? Of course. How about Friday evening? Friday works perfectly. Let's do it then. Repeat it slowly. Notice how polite and friendly it sounds. Now let's practice talking about family. This is a common topic that helps people connect. You can start with simple sentences like, "I have a small family," or "I have 2 brothers and 1 sister." Say these slowly. I have a small family. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Now let's create a short family dialogue. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Yes. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. How about you? I'm an only child. Oh, that must be interesting. Do you like being an only child? Yes, it has its advantages. Repeat this conversation slowly. Talking about family is always a warm and personal topic. To make it more advanced, you can describe your family in detail. For example, I have an older brother who works as a teacher and a younger sister who is still in school. Or, my parents live in the countryside and I visit them every month. Say these sentences with me. I have an older brother who works as a teacher and a younger sister who is still in school. My parents live in the countryside and I visit them every month. Adding details helps you practice longer sentences and makes your English sound richer. Now let's move to another related topic. Talking about your home and where you live. People often ask questions like, "Where do you live?" Or, "What's your neighborhood like?" You can answer simply, "I live in New York." Or you can add details. I live in New York in a small apartment near the city center. It's a busy area, but I enjoy the energy. Repeat these. I live in New York. I live in New York in a small apartment near the city center. It's a busy area, but I enjoy the energy. Let's create a short dialogue. Where do you live? I live in New York near the city center. How about you? I live in a quiet neighborhood outside the city. That sounds peaceful. Do you like it there? Yes, I do. It's very calm and relaxing. Repeat this slowly. This is exactly how people talk about their homes. In the next part, we will practice going to the supermarket, talking about work, and describing hobbies in more detail. These conversations are very useful for daily life and will help you sound more confident. Going to the supermarket is something everyone does. So let's practice the English you need there. At the entrance, you may ask, "Excuse me, where can I find the milk?" Say it slowly. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Another version is, Could you tell me which aisle the bread is in? Repeat it. Could you tell me which aisle the bread is in? Now let's make a short supermarket dialogue. Excuse me, where can I find the rice? It's in aisle 5, on the left. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Repeat this slowly. This is exactly what you might say in a supermarket. At the checkout counter, you may hear, "Would you like a bag?" You can answer, "Yes, please." Or, "No, thank you. I brought my own bag." Say them with me. Yes, please. No, thank you. I brought my own bag. Here's a checkout dialogue. Good afternoon. Do you need a bag? No, thank you. I brought my own. All right. Your total is $23. Here you go. Thank you. Have a nice day. You too. Repeat this whole conversation. Notice how polite and short it is. Now let's practice another daily situation. Talking about work. This is one of the most common topics in small talk. People often ask, "What do you do for work?" Say it slowly. What do you do for work? You can answer simply, "I'm a teacher." Or with more detail, "I work as an English teacher at a high school." Repeat these. I'm a teacher. I work as an English teacher at a high school. Another question people may ask is, "Do you like your job?" You can answer, "Yes, I enjoy it very much. I like helping students learn." Or, "It's sometimes stressful, but I find it rewarding." Say these with me. Yes, I enjoy it very much. I like helping students learn. It's sometimes stressful, but I find it rewarding. Now let's practice a short dialogue about work. What do you do for work? I'm an engineer. How about you? I'm a nurse. Do you enjoy your job? Yes, I do. It's challenging, but I love helping people. That's wonderful. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Notice how it feels natural and friendly. Sometimes people talk about their workday. For example, my workday usually starts at 9 and ends at 5. Or, I have meetings in the morning and project work in the afternoon. Say them slowly. My workday usually starts at 9 and ends at 5. I have meetings in the morning and project work in the afternoon. Now let's shift to hobbies and free time. This is a fun and easy way to connect with others. You can ask, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Say it slowly. What do you like to do in your free time? You can answer, "I like to read books and listen to music." Or, "I enjoy playing soccer with my friends on weekends." Repeat these. I like to read books and listen to music. I enjoy playing soccer with my friends on weekends. Let's create a short hobby dialogue. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to watch movies and go for walks. How about you? I enjoy cooking and trying new recipes. That sounds delicious. What's your favorite dish to cook? I love cooking pasta with homemade sauce. Repeat this slowly. Notice how the conversation grows naturally from hobbies into details. To make your English sound more advanced, try giving reasons. For example, I enjoy painting because it helps me relax. Or, I like playing guitar because it makes me happy. Say them with me. I enjoy painting painting because it helps me relax. I like playing guitar because it makes me happy. Now let's practice talking about weekend plans. You can ask, do you have any plans for the weekend? Say it slowly. Do you have any plans for the weekend? A simple answer is, yes, I'm going to visit my parents. Or, no, not yet. I might just stay home and rest. Repeat these. Yes, I'm going to visit my parents. No, not yet. I might just stay home and rest. Let's create a short dialogue about weekend plans. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Yes, I'm planning to go hiking with some friends. How about you? I don't have any special plans. I think I'll just relax at home. That sounds nice too. Sometimes it's good to take it easy. Repeat it slowly. Notice how natural and friendly it feels. Now let's practice an exercise. I will give you an activity and you create a full sentence. If I say swimming, you can say, I like swimming because it's healthy and fun. If I say reading, you can say, I enjoy reading because it helps me learn new things. If I say traveling, you can say, I love traveling because I get to see new places and meet new people. This exercise helps you add reasons to your sentences. Adding reasons makes your English richer and more interesting. Finally, let's connect hobbies with goals. For example, I want to practice cooking more because I'd like to become really good at it. Or, I plan to read more books this year to improve my vocabulary. Say them slowly. I want to practice cooking more because I'd like to become really good at it. I plan to read more books this year to improve my vocabulary. This way, you not only talk about what you like, but also show your goals. In the next part, we will practice holiday conversations, making phone calls, and talking about daily routines. These are very useful for real-life communication and will help you sound even more natural. Talking about holidays is one of the most enjoyable conversations in English. People love to share their travel stories, their favorite places, and how they celebrate special days. Let's practice. A common question is, did you go anywhere on your last holiday? Say it slowly. Did you go anywhere on your last holiday? You can answer, yes, I went to the beach with my family. Or, no, I stayed at home and relaxed. Repeat these. Yes, I went to the beach with my family. No, I stayed at home and relaxed. Now, let's build a short holiday dialogue. Did you go anywhere on your last holiday? Yes, I went to the mountains. It was beautiful. That sounds amazing. What did you do there? I went hiking during the day and enjoyed the fresh air. That must have been very relaxing. Repeat it slowly. Notice how the conversation grows with details. Another question is, what's your favorite holiday destination? You can answer, my favorite holiday destination is Paris because I love the culture and food. Or, I enjoy going to the countryside. It's peaceful and quiet. Say them with me. My favorite holiday destination is Paris because I love the culture and food. I enjoy going to the countryside. It's peaceful and quiet. Now let's move to another useful topic, making phone calls. Phone calls may feel difficult because you can't see the other person, but with practice, you will sound natural and confident. When you answer the phone, you can say, "Hello, this is Anna speaking." Say it slowly. "Hello, this is Anna speaking." When you call someone, you can start with, "Hello, may I speak to John, please?" Repeat it. "Hello, may I speak to John, please?" Let's practice a short phone dialogue. "Hello, may I speak to John, please?" "This is John." "Who's calling?" "Hi, John, this is Sarah. How are you?" "I'm doing well, thank you." "How about you?" "I'm fine, thanks." "I just wanted to ask if you're free to meet tomorrow." "Yes, tomorrow works for me." Repeat this slowly. Notice how polite it is. Another useful phrase is when someone is not available. You can say, "I'm sorry, he's not available right now. Can I take a message?" Say it with me. "I'm sorry, he's not available right now. Can I take a message?" Here's another short phone dialogue. "Hello, may I speak to Mr. Brown, please?" "I'm sorry, he's not available right now. Can I take a message?" "Yes, please." "Could you tell him that Maria called?" "Of course. I'll let him know. Thank you very much." "You're welcome." Repeat it slowly. This is exactly how phone calls usually sound. Now let's talk about daily routines. This is one of the most common topics in English, and it's very useful for practice. You can start with a simple structure. I wake up at 7, brush my teeth, and have breakfast. Say it with me. I wake up at 7, brush my teeth, and have breakfast. You can add more details. After breakfast, I go to work. I usually finish at 5 and then cook dinner at home. Repeat it. After breakfast, I go to work. I usually finish at 5 and then cook dinner at home. Now let's create a short dialogue about routines. What time do you usually wake up? I usually wake up at 7. How about you? I wake up earlier, around 6. Then I go jogging. That's great. I usually exercise in the evening. It's good to stay active. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Talking about routines is an easy way to practice verbs and time expressions. Now let's practice with an exercise. I will give you an activity and you make a sentence. If I say study, you can say, I usually study English in the evening after dinner. If I say exercise, you can say, I exercise 3 times a week to stay healthy. If I say watch TV, you can say, I like to watch TV before going to bed. This exercise will help you speak more smoothly about your own life. Another way to talk about routines is to use frequency words. These include always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. For example, I always brush my teeth in the morning. I usually drink coffee before work. I often go shopping on Saturdays. I sometimes eat out for dinner. I never skip breakfast. Repeat these slowly. Frequency words make your English sound more natural and fluent. Now let's practice a dialogue. Using frequency words, do you usually cook at home? Yes, I usually cook dinner every night. How about you? I sometimes cook, but I often eat at restaurants. That sounds convenient. Do you enjoy eating out? Yes, I do. It saves me time. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Frequency words make the conversation clear and lively. Finally, let's connect daily routines with future plans. For example, tomorrow I'm going to wake up earlier and exercise before work. Or, this weekend I plan to clean my house and spend time with family. Say them with me. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up earlier and exercise before work. This weekend I plan to clean my house and spend time with family. Talking about both your routine and your plans makes your English richer and helps you practice different tenses. In the next part, we will practice talking about shopping for clothes, giving opinions, and describing feelings. These are powerful skills for connecting with people in daily conversations. Shopping for clothes is a very common situation. You may need to ask about size, color, or price. Let's practice some useful phrases. At a clothing store, you can ask, "Excuse me, do you have this shirt in a larger size?" Say it slowly. Excuse me, do you have this shirt in a larger size? Another useful question is, could I try this on, please? Repeat it. Could I try this on, please? Now let's build a short dialogue. Excuse me, do you have this dress in a smaller size? Yes, we have it in small. Would you like to try it on? Yes, please. Thank you. The fitting room is over there. Great, thanks. Repeat this conversation slowly. Imagine yourself in a clothing store. You can also ask about colors. For example, do you have this jacket in black? Or, could I see these shoes in brown, please? Say them with me. Do you have this jacket in black? Could I see these shoes in brown, please? Now let's practice paying for clothes. At the counter, you may hear, "Would you like to pay with cash or card?" You can answer, "I'll pay with card, please." Or, "I'll pay with cash." Repeat them slowly. I'll pay with card, please. I'll pay with cash. Let's create a full shopping dialogue. Good afternoon. How can I help you? Good afternoon. Do you have this shirt in medium? Yes, we do. Would you like to try it on? Yes, please. It looks good on you. Would you like to buy it? Yes, I'll take it. Great. That will be $30. Will you pay with cash or card? I'll pay with card, please. Perfect. Here's your receipt. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Repeat this slowly. This is exactly how a real shopping conversation happens. Now let's move to giving opinions. Sharing your opinion is an important skill in English. It helps you express yourself and connect with others. You can start with simple phrases. I think this movie is interesting. Or, in my opinion, this restaurant is very good. Say them with me. I think this movie is interesting. In my opinion, this restaurant is very good. You can also make your opinion stronger. I really like this book because it's exciting. Or, I don't enjoy this kind of music. Repeat them slowly. I really like this book because it's exciting. I don't enjoy this kind of music. Now, let's build a short dialogue about opinions. What do you think of this movie? I think it's really good. The story is exciting. How about you? I don't like it very much. I find it boring. That's interesting. Everyone has different opinions. Repeat it slowly. Notice how natural it feels to agree or disagree politely. Here are some useful opinion phrases. I agree with you. I don't agree with that. I see your point, but I think differently. Say them with me. I agree with you. I don't agree with that. I see your point, but I think differently. These sentences will help you sound polite even when you disagree. Now let's move to describing feelings. This is very important for real communication. When you can express how you feel, people understand you better. Let's start with basic feelings. I feel happy today. I'm tired. I'm excited about the trip. I'm worried about the exam. Repeat them slowly. I feel happy today. I'm tired. I'm excited about the trip. I'm worried about the exam. Now let's create a short dialogue about feelings. Hi, how are you today? I'm happy because I just got good news. How about you? I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I see. I hope you can rest later. Repeat it slowly. Talking about feelings makes your English more personal. You can also use stronger expressions. I'm really excited about meeting my friends. I'm a bit nervous before the interview. I'm very proud of my progress in English. Say them with me. I'm really excited about meeting my friends. I'm a bit nervous before the interview. I'm very proud of my progress in English. Now let's do a practice exercise. I will give you a situation and you describe your feeling. If the situation is you pass an exam, you can say, I'm so happy and relieved. If the situation is you lost your phone, you can say, I feel upset and worried. If the situation is you are going on vacation tomorrow, you can say, I'm excited and can't wait. This exercise helps you practice real situations with emotions. Finally, let's combine opinions and feelings in one conversation. What do you think of this new restaurant? I really like it. The food is delicious, and the atmosphere makes me feel relaxed. I agree. The staff is also very friendly. Yes, I feel comfortable here. I'll definitely come back again. Repeat this slowly. See how opinions and feelings work together. In the next part, we will practice talking about goals, habits, and describing daily activities in more detail. These conversations are important for building confidence and fluency. Talking about goals is very important in English. Goals show your dreams and your future plans. Let's practice some useful sentences. A basic sentence is, my goal is to improve my English. Say it slowly. My goal is to improve my English. Another version is, I want to travel abroad and use English confidently. Repeat it. I want to travel abroad and use English confidently. Now let's create a short dialogue about goals. What is your main goal this year? My goal is to improve my English. How about you? I want to save money to travel abroad. That sounds exciting. Where would you like to go? I'd love to visit Canada. Repeat this slowly. Notice how natural it feels when you ask and answer about goals. You can also talk about smaller goals. For example, I plan to read more books this month. Or, I want to exercise 3 times a week to stay healthy. Say these sentences with me. I plan to read more books this month. I want to exercise 3 times a week to stay healthy. Now let's move to talking about habits. Habits are things we do regularly. To describe them, we often use frequency words like always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. For example, I usually wake up early. I often drink coffee in the morning. I sometimes watch TV after dinner. I never go to bed late. Say them slowly. I usually wake up early. I often drink coffee in the morning. I sometimes watch TV after dinner. I never go to bed late. Now let's practice a short dialogue. Do you usually exercise? Yes, I usually go running in the morning. How about you? I sometimes exercise, but not every day. It's good to stay active. Yes, I know. I'm trying to make it a habit. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Talking about habits makes your English sound very natural. Let's also practice bad habits. For example, I often check my phone too much, or I sometimes eat too much junk food. Say them with me. I often check my phone too much. I sometimes eat too much junk food. Now, let's make a dialogue about habits. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, I often check my phone before bed. How about you? I sometimes eat too much fast food. That happens to me too. I'm trying to eat healthier. Repeat it slowly. It's good practice for real-life conversations. Now let's practice describing daily activities in more detail. This will help you expand your answers and sound more fluent. Instead of just saying, I wake up at 7, you can add details. I wake up at 7, make my bed, and then have breakfast with my family. Say it with me. I wake up at 7, make my bed, and then have breakfast with my family. Instead of only saying, I go to work, you can add, I go to work by bus. It usually takes about 30 minutes. Repeat it. I go to work by bus. It usually takes about 30 minutes. Now let's create a short daily routine dialogue. What time do you usually wake up? I usually wake up at 7 and have breakfast. How about you? I wake up at 6. Then I go jogging before work. That's great. Do you go jogging every day? Yes, almost every day. It gives me energy. Repeat it slowly. Adding details makes your sentences more interesting. You can also describe your evenings. For example, in the evening I cook dinner, watch a TV show, and read a book before bed. Or, I usually call my parents in the evening to talk about the day. Say them slowly. In the evening, I cook dinner, watch a TV show, and read a book before bed. I usually call my parents in the evening to talk about the day. Now let's practice a dialogue about evenings. What do you usually do in the evening? I usually watch TV or read a book. How about you? I often call my friends or spend time with family. That sounds nice. Do you also cook in the evening? Yes, I enjoy cooking dinner at home. Repeat it slowly. This is exactly how real conversations happen. Now let's practice connecting routines with feelings. For example, I enjoy jogging in the morning because it makes me feel fresh. Or, I don't like staying up late because I feel tired the next day. Say them with me. I enjoy jogging in the morning because it makes me feel fresh. I don't like staying up late because I feel tired the next day. Here's a short dialogue. Do you enjoy waking up early? Yes, I do. It makes me feel productive. How about you? Not really. I prefer to stay up late and wake up later. That's interesting. Everyone has different habits. Repeat it slowly. Notice how opinions, habits, and feelings combine naturally. Now let's connect goals with habits. Goals are easier to reach when you build good habits. For example, my goal is to improve my English, so I practice speaking every day. Or, I want to be healthier, so I exercise regularly and eat more vegetables. Say them slowly. My goal is to improve my English, so I practice speaking every day. I want to be healthier, so I exercise regularly and eat more vegetables. Now let's create a short dialogue. What's your goal this year? I want to be healthier. How are you working on that? I exercise 3 times a week and try to eat balanced meals. That's great. I'm trying to do the same. Repeat it slowly. Linking goals and habits makes your English sound powerful. In the next part, we will practice talking about past experiences, telling short stories, and describing future plans. These skills are important for building fluency and confidence. Talking about past experiences is a great way to practice English. When you share a past experience, you use the past tense, which is very common in daily conversations. Let's begin with a simple question. Have you ever traveled abroad? Say it slowly. Have you ever traveled abroad? You can answer, yes, I have. I went to Japan last year. Or, no, I haven't, but I'd love to travel someday. Repeat these. Yes, I have. I went to Japan last year. No, I haven't, but I'd love to travel someday. Now let's create a short dialogue. Have you ever traveled abroad? Yes, I went to Italy 2 years ago. That's amazing. How was it? It was beautiful. I really enjoyed the food and culture. I'd love to visit Italy one day. Repeat it slowly. Notice how the past tense is used naturally. Another common question is, did you do anything fun last weekend? You can answer, yes, I went to the park with my friends. Or, no, I just stayed home and rested. Say them slowly. Yes, I went to the park with my friends. No, I just stayed home and rested. Now let's practice telling a short story. Keep it simple and clear. For example, last weekend I went shopping with my sister. We bought some clothes and then had lunch at a nice cafe. It was a fun day. Repeat it. Last weekend I went shopping with my sister. We bought some clothes and then had lunch at a nice cafe. It was a fun day. Now let's try another story. Yesterday, I studied English in the morning. Then I cooked dinner for my family. We ate together and watched a movie in the evening. Say it slowly. Yesterday, I studied English in the morning. Then I cooked dinner for my family. We ate together and watched a movie in the evening. When you tell short stories, remember to use time words like yesterday, last weekend, 2 years ago. These words make your story clear. Now let's move to describing future plans. This is also very common in English. You can use going to or will to talk about the future. For example, I'm going to visit my grandparents this weekend. Or, I will study English every day to improve my skills. Say them with me. I'm going to visit my grandparents this weekend. I will study English every day to improve my skills. Now let's create a short dialogue about future plans. What are you going to do tomorrow? I'm going to meet a friend for lunch. How about you? I'm going to study for my exam. Good luck with your exam. Thanks. Repeat this slowly. Notice how natural it feels when you ask and answer about plans. Another example is about holidays. Where are you going to spend your holiday? I'm going to visit the beach with my family. Say them slowly. Where are you going to spend your holiday? I'm going to visit the beach with my family. Now let's connect past experiences and future plans. For example, last year I visited Thailand. Next year, I'm going to visit Korea. Say it with me. Last year, I visited Thailand. Next year, I'm going to visit Korea. Here's a short dialogue. Where did you go on holiday last year? I went to Thailand. Wow, how was it? It was amazing. I loved the food and the beaches. Where are you going to go next? Next year, I'm going to visit Korea. Repeat it slowly. Notice how the past and future connect. Now let's practice another short story about both past and future. 2 years ago, I started learning English. I studied a little every day. Now I feel more confident, and next year I plan to take an English exam. Say it slowly. 2 years ago, I started learning English. I studied a little every day. Now I feel more confident, and next year I plan to take an English exam. This kind of story shows progress. It's very motivating. Now let's practice asking others about their experiences. You can say, have you ever tried sushi? Have you ever been to the mountains? Have you ever learned another language? Repeat them slowly. Have you ever tried sushi? Have you ever been to the mountains? Have you ever learned another language? Here's a short dialogue. Have you ever tried sushi? Yes, I tried it last month. Did you like it? Yes, it was delicious. Repeat it slowly. Simple but very real. Now, let's practice more advanced future sentences. Instead of just saying, I will study, you can say, I will practice English every morning to improve my speaking. Or, I'm going to start a new hobby next month, maybe painting or playing guitar. Say them with me. I will practice English every morning to improve my speaking. I'm going to start a new hobby next month, maybe painting or playing guitar. Here's a short dialogue. Do you have any plans for next year? Yes, I plan to learn how to play the guitar. How about you? I'm going to focus on improving my English. That's great. I hope we both reach our goals. Repeat it slowly. Talking about the future makes your English sound alive and forward-looking. In the next part, we will practice longer conversations, combining everything we learned and speaking more fluently in daily life. This will be the final step to bring all your practice together. Now we will bring everything together. You have practiced greetings, introductions, shopping, ordering food, making plans, talking about family, hobbies, routines, feelings, goals, past experiences, and future plans. In this final part, let's practice longer conversations that combine all these skills. First, let's imagine two friends meeting after a long time. Dialogue 1. Catching up with a friend. Hi, how have you been? I've been good, thank you. I was busy with work. How about you? I've been fine too. I started a new job last month. Really? That's exciting. Do you like it? Yes, I enjoy it. It's sometimes stressful, but I'm learning a lot. That's great. Do you want to grab a coffee this weekend? Sure, that sounds nice. I'm free on Saturday afternoon. Perfect. Let's meet at the cafe near the park. See you then. Repeat this dialogue slowly. Notice how it mixes greetings, work, opinions, and making plans. Now, let's try a shopping situation, but with more details. Dialogue 2. Shopping for clothes. Excuse me, could you help me? Of course. What are you looking for? I'd like to buy a jacket. Do you have this in a medium size? Yes, we do. Would you like to try it on? Yes, please. The fitting room is over there. It fits well, but do you have it in black? Yes, here it is. Great. I'll take it. How much is it? It's $50. I'll pay with card, please. Sure. Here's your receipt. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Repeat it slowly. This combines shopping phrases, sizes, colors, and paying. Now let's practice a restaurant conversation. Dialogue 3. At a restaurant. Good evening. Do you have a reservation? No, we don't. Could we get a table for two, please? Of course. This way, please. Thank you. Could I see the menu? Here you go. Would you like something to drink? Yes, I'd like a glass of water, please. And I'll have a cup of tea. Sure. Are you ready to order? Yes. I'd like the grilled chicken with vegetables, please. And I'll have the pasta with tomato sauce. Great. Your food will be ready soon. Repeat this conversation. Notice the polite words, please and thank you. Now let's practice small talk about hobbies and plans. Dialogue 4. Talking about hobbies. So, what do you usually do in your free time? I enjoy reading books and watching movies. How about you? I like playing soccer with my friends on weekends. That sounds fun. Do you play every weekend? Almost every weekend. It helps me relax. Repeat it slowly. Short and simple, but very useful. Now let's combine past and future. Dialogue 5. Past experience and future plan. Did you go anywhere on your last holiday? Yes, I went to the beach with my family. It was wonderful. That sounds amazing. What did you do there? We swam, played games, and ate seafood. Nice! Where are you going to go on your next holiday? I'm planning to visit the mountains next year. That will be exciting. Repeat it slowly. See how past and future tenses work together. Now let's try a phone call. Dialogue 6. Making a phone call. Hello. May I speak to Anna, please? This is Anna. Who's calling? Hi, Anna. This is David. How are you? I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? I'm fine too. I just wanted to ask if you're free to meet tomorrow. Yes, I'm free in the afternoon. Great. Let's meet at 3 at the library. Perfect. See you then. Repeat this slowly. Phone calls can be easy if you practice. Now, let's practice describing feelings and opinions. Dialogue 7. Sharing feelings and opinions. How are you feeling today? I'm happy because I finished all my work. How about you? I'm a little tired, but I feel good overall. That's good. By the way, what do you think of the new restaurant downtown? I think it's excellent. The food is delicious and the place is comfortable. I agree with you. I really enjoyed the pasta there. Repeat this dialogue. Feelings and opinions make your English more expressive. Now let's combine everything into a longer daily conversation. Dialogue 8. Full daily conversation. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. I'm doing well. Thank you. How about you? I'm fine. Did you do anything interesting last weekend? Yes, I went hiking with some friends. It was fun. That sounds great. Do you usually go hiking? Not often, but I enjoy it when I have time. I see. Do you have any plans for next weekend? Yes, I'm going to visit my parents. How about you? I'll probably just relax at home and watch a movie. That sounds nice too. By the way, do you want to grab lunch tomorrow? Sure, that would be great. What time? How about 12:30? Perfect. Let's meet at the cafe near the station. See you then. Repeat this whole dialogue slowly. It brings together greetings, past experiences, hobbies, future plans, and making arrangements. Finally, remember this. Fluency comes with practice. The more you repeat these conversations, the more natural they will feel. At first, you may need to think about each word, but with time, the words will flow automatically. Every day, try to practice a few dialogues. Record yourself, listen, and repeat. Use these sentences when you meet friends, colleagues, or even when you talk to yourself. The key is practice and repetition. You are building your English step by step. Every sentence you practice makes you stronger. Every dialogue you repeat brings you closer to fluency. Keep going, stay confident, and enjoy the journey of learning English. In the future, whenever you need English, in travel, study, work, or daily life, These conversations will be ready for you. You will not only understand, but you will also speak naturally and confidently. Fluency does not come in one day, but with daily practice like this, your progress will be faster than you think. So keep listening, keep shadowing, keep speaking, and keep telling your stories. Every single practice session is a step closer to mastery. Thank you for joining me today on EchoMind English. Remember, the more you practice, the more natural your English will become. Stay consistent, stay confident, and keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next lesson.